off the bat. Oh, we already have a game started. I joined in a little late. He does have an M1 on somebody. So he has an M1 on Trandle. He has a... So it looks like this person's name is Unknown, so we're going to refer to them as Unknown this time. No Cat. Cat, I guess, could not make it, so they are subbing in for Unknown.
No, that is Cat. That is Cat.
That is Cat. Okay, okay. So Cat changed of avatar. And that is a down on Trandle from ASAP right there. Since something important's going on, I'm just going to throw these up. Alright, so we are seeing a down on Trandle off the bat. Fortunately, that is a common pattern. You can see with the Team 2 games. We have an ASAP on Abyss. And as far as I'm counting right now, that is indeed one hook with one fresh hook. Currently chasing nobody, Trandle on hook. Cat heading to the back of church while injured. Chicago working on main gen, trying to crank that out. I think he is going to complete that in time. ASAP kicking his little house gen here. Zerk also getting some progress on this gen. And I think, pretty sure Chicago has popped that gen. Chicago, I believe, did pop that gen. So his main gen completely out of the way. And it's looking like ASAP is trying to decide where to go. Doesn't kick that gen, instead decides to stick Zerk here. Zerk heading to these back pallets. And he does get the slow on Zerk, which is scary in Zerk. Oh, ASAP just stands there like a beast. We see adrenaline from Zerk. Gets the stun there. He crouched preemptively, hopefully to avoid a dash. And he saves Trandle right in front of him, but ASAP doesn't capitalize off of that, instead just going to kick the gen. Chicago on this back gen back here. Looks like ASAP is still chasing Zerk. Not trying to follow Trandle at all. Crouches the dash there we saw. Crouching completely, wrong way. Crouching completely evades and ignores the Abyss Walker's dash. We saw Zerk do that perfectly right there. ASAP is now back at square one, just kind of patrolling the center of the map. We see Trandle and Cat both injured behind church. We see Zerk getting the attention of ASAP once more. He dodges the slowdown. That was a tough dodge. He kind of had to step around that. ASAP not breaking that pallet. Zones Zerk to the back of this house. It's like an M1. Oh no! He tries to adrenaline shot to that pallet to make it, but he did it a little too late. ASAP already having that distance on him. See what ASAP's up to now, because he hits Zerk and he leaves him here. So, looks like he's found Chicago. Oh, got a little stuck there. He ends up just leaving Chicago completely, deciding it's just not worth it. Let's see, Trandle and Zerk and Cat are all huddled behind church. Looks like ASAP is following them. Zerk gets the holy water boost there from Trandle there. Well placed holy water, if I do say so myself. But Zerk unfortunately gets slowed down and gets dashed. And that is Zerk down and likely hooked. Zerk on the hook. If I'm not counting wrong, I'm pretty sure that's 2 hook states with 2 fresh hooks for ASAP here. ASAP going around just kicking his gens. Like Chicago and Trandle are traveling together. Cat is currently, looks like, yep, behind the house. Maybe trying to look for the save, but except Zerk is already saved. I think Zerk, looking at the positioning of everybody, I think Zerk actually had high karma and jumped off the hook himself, unless Chicago here saved him. I did miss that interaction. But either Chicago saved Zerk or Zerk high karma's off. And it looks like we're actually getting a Chicago and ASAP chase here. ASAP looks like he's going to get the slowdown, not the swing, but he doesn't even get the slowdown there. He goes for the swing anyways. Chicago just kind of standing at the pallet there, seeing what he'll do. He misses his M1 swing. except this time he gets it. As Chicago's vaulting the window. And Chicago now injured. ASAP leaves Chicago, heading back towards Barn. We see him back in his little center of the map patrolling. And they actually pop this gen right in his face. Chasing Cat now. He has yet to hook Cat or Chicago. So Cat and Chicago are fresh hooks for him. Cat misses his parry dagger, unfortunately. Looks like Trandle and Zerk are healing back here behind house, and I think Cat just accidentally led them. It just led ASAP right to them. So a little bit of a miscommunication there, unless that was the plan. Because now Zerk, who is injured and has already hook state, is getting chased by ASAP. Zerk, I think, proccing life there. Most definitely. Ooh, and he whiffs the M1. That would have been a very good hit. Wrong way. It looks like we see Zerk making this pallet. Oh, and he slows Zerk instead of trying to swing. Well played by ASAP there. I think this is a down on Zerk. Most definitely. Chicago and Trent working on and cranking out that gen. That is 2 hooks right there. And that's 3 hook stages total for ASAP here. Zerk on his second hook. Looks like Chicago and Trandle get caught lacking again. Trandle taking that corner a bit wide, whether Chicago's in his way or not. Chicago actually saves Zerk here. He's willing to take a hit for Zerk. So at the moment, I think everybody except Cat is injured. That was... He completely dicked and walked down Zerk right there. Zerk is completely out now. It is a death on Zerk. I believe that we're counting all 3 of Zerk's hook stages. 4 hook states right there, unless they don't count the 3rd one. But, and that is all gens done. Zerk being the only kill. Looks like he double vaults into chasing Trandle here. What can Trandle make happen? I have yet to see a crazy Trandle play. Holy Waters buys him a little bit of distance, misses the slowdown, runs right back into ASAP, but somehow still makes that vault. ASAP could have swung there, maybe hit. Oh, exit is open. Trandle looking like he's going down here. He's crouching for some reason. Makes that. Pre-drops that, but it doesn't matter because ASAP was walking around it. Can Trandle get to the exit? Drops here, staggers. Oh, I think ASAP. I think this is... Yep, that is a down on Trandle. Chicago running over. I think ASAP might get his 2 kills here. I think it might be 2 out. Unless somehow they can both double save for Trandle here. Cat is injured at exit. Chicago's at the complete other exit. I think they're just going to take the 2 out. Because they know ASAP. ASAP is kind of a demon. Cat chilling at exit here. Yeah, okay. So it looks like first set for Abyss Walker. It looks like ASAP gets 2 kills. Alright, this is the... Make sure I'm recording. Yes, this is the finals. Team 1 versus 2. And now we are watching Survivors. Let me make sure. ASAP. So Danny has striped shirt, Soul is white, Mystic is green. Okay, it's right here. We have Soul, ASAP. It looks like taking chase right now first is Danny. We have Zerk on Abyss Walker. ASAP just completed his set with 6 stages and 2 fresh hooks, getting 2 outed. So now it's Zerk's turn, and so far we see the chase not going in Danny's favor, but Danny looks like he probably makes his pallet. He does, and that's Church Pallet out of the way.
You're spectating Mystic, by the way, not
Mystic.
Danny.
Danny. Uh-oh. Who's Danny?
This
Mystic
is
is green. Danny is stripes. That's right. I was just on Danny. This is ASAP. This is Danny. That's Soul. So right now we're watching Mystic. I apologize. Ooh! And with a stun like that, yeah, I would absolutely believe this is Mystic. So Mystic injured right now. Taking it back over to main. Does Zerk... Zerk does not keep up with the chase. Zerk is now chasing Danny. So then we have found the real Danny here. Goes ahead and kicks that gen. It looks like Soul and Mystic are healing at main. Danny... Zerk completely dropping chase with Danny, as he should. He doesn't want to waste too much of his time here. He doesn't have a hook yet, so he can't be going too crazy into chases quite yet. He catches Mystic and... Ooh! Crazy stun. He catches Mystic and Soul here, healing at main and pushes them away, but doesn't end up chasing them. That is a gen done right in his face by ASAP. So far, Zerk is not off to a good start. They have completed at least one gen. He has yet to have any hooks yet. Kind of rough start. Can he get the snowball? Because starts don't determine everything, but they do help. Does kick that gen. Zerk currently just kind of meandering around the map. It looks like he's actually found Soul in the back corner of the map. Soul, for some reason, doesn't go for the pallet right off the bat, and he just takes a hit to the face. And he dodges the miss, or he dodges the slowdown. Oh, and the dash comes in. That is Soul down. It's looking like that is his first hook state with one fresh hook after 1 or 2 gens, I believe, are completed. Looks like Danny's working on main gen. Mystic is working on house gen with ASAP. They are just laying on gens right now. That's all they should be doing. Looks like he's actually spotted Danny at this tile. Let's see what he can make happen here. Danny fakes the vault, but it doesn't actually work out in his favor. Zerk does not swing at that. Instead, he swings at Danny, and it connects. Here is Danny looping up at main, but the chase, I would say, is short-lived, but he's actually sticking with Danny here. ASAP going in for this save on Soul. Danny completely vaulting into Zerk here, but is not punished. Instead, whiffs his swing, and he goes back to the pallet in 50s completely successfully. And he whiffs his M1 again. Danny playing very well here. Does he make it a second time, I wonder? And ASAP comes in with a body block just to be a nuisance, and that is the tag on ASAP. So right now he has 2 injureds, and it looks like he's actually still sticking Danny. Can Zerk keep up with this? But he doesn't make it. Danny's still getting the vault right in his face. Danny wasting a ton of Zerk's time here. ASAP with the wasting time as well. ASAP and Soul now on main gen here. He gets hit with the slowdown. This could be a down for Danny unless he makes his pallet here, which he does not. That is finally a down on Danny. That must feel good for Zerk. This would indeed be Zerk's second hook stage with 2 fresh hooks. Right, he is 2 and 2 right now. It looks like they completed... I think they completed main. I don't think actually main is completed. I think it's still not. It's hard to tell on my screen. Misty completely cranking out the back church gen. Looks like Soul and ASAP. Well, the fact that Zerk didn't go and kick that gen makes me think that that gen is completed. That is the tag on Soul. Soul is the only other survivor right now that is hooked. So he could get him the second hook stage, which it looks like that's gonna happen. That is Soul completely down. Danny's still sitting on hook. Looks like ASAP is coming for the hook save. Mystic at main, probably trying to complete that gen. Most definitely trying to complete that gen. I think Zerk caught a whiff of that. Zerk did not catch a whiff of that. He's gonna let Mystic complete that gen at main. Did not see Mystic there. Oh, and Danny gets hit by the slow. Danny is down once again. I'm thinking that is a death hook on Danny. Or that is Danny on death hook. So Danny and Soul both on death hook. ASAP and Mystic have yet to be hooked yet. So, Zerk running at a clean 4 hook stays and 2 fresh hooks. So he is catching up to ASAP quite quickly here. 2 more hooks. If he kills Danny and Soul here, he will be exactly tied with ASAP. But if he hooks ASAP or Mystic, he will have 1 more fresh hook state than ASAP got. Looks like Mystic is taking chase here. This is the loop that we see Danny and Soul constantly running. Is the... Ooh, it looks like Zerk a little bit of a cutoff here, but it doesn't work. I think Zerk should have kicked this pallet a long time ago, but he still leaves it up. Completely dropping chase on Mystic, instead opting for Danny, but he doesn't even keep his chase with Danny. He actually just doubles back, and he's actually found ASAP, which if he can get that fresh hook... Oh, and never mind. It's almost like he's reading my thoughts and he's trying to ego me. He is not committing chase with ASAP. He's actually back on Soul. He gets the dash off. Soul Crouch just a little too late there. We're going to spectate Soul's POV here. Bree drops that pallet. The window is indeed contained. Misses the slowdown there. Window is not contained anymore, but does he make it? I don't... Yes, he does. He does make that. I don't think Zerk would have gotten that M1. And then we're just looping this... Oh, and it looks like that is all gens completed. And I'm pretty sure that is Soul dead. Unless he can come back and hook another survivor here. This might be a loss for Zerk on this Abyss Walker set. That's Ace... Mystic pre-throwing that pallet. That's definitely gonna... That pallet throw right there definitely made or break this match. It, I don't think Zerk had that. He actually finds Danny. The slow hits Mystic. Is he going to capitalize? He does, because Mystic gets stuck on the fence there. It looks like ASAP is actually going to pop open this exit. He is going to prioritize walking down and trying to hook Mystic here. I don't think he gets it, though, as ASAP and Danny are coming in, unless he can dash and hit all three of them. Which he does not. That is a... Starting the match off, ASAP at an advantage here because he does have 2 zombies instead of 1, counting the host as a player. Meaning, Zerk will also have to get that 2 zombie treatment. ASAP whiffing his M1 here on Trandle. How does that happen? Throwing his bottles. I was told... Oh, that's not what I want. If I can find my graphics before ASAP does anything crazy. So we see ASAP taking chase on Trandle and actually dropping Trandle here. Trandle completely spinning ASAP. That was, did not see him coming. Ooh, and he gets a hit on Chicago.
I am the cure.
Yes, I have not seen very many Cure matches, so this will be very interesting. As you can see, he does have bottles and a little area of effect thingy. Not quite sure how Cure works, but I'm pretty sure he can speed himself up. Like Clown. Pretty sure he can hit, slow down survivors if I'm not mistaken, but he also has zombies. Ooh, he takes a pallet to the face. It's interesting seeing the trajectory of ASAP's bottles. It's almost like he's not as experienced on the bottles. His bottles are flying over their target constantly. And we actually see 2 zombies, one of them completely giving away Zerk here. Unless this was intentional, ASAP is shutting down this this window here. Ooh! Oh, he still gets the M1 on Zerk, despite Zerk using his adrenaline shot there to making that. But he does get the M1 on Zerk. So Zerk and Chicago. Looks like he's chasing Trandle here. Trandle, what can you make happen here? That is so menacing to see. He's a very menacing looking killer. I really like that vibe about him. Now, just completely walking down Trandle, not chasing Chicago any mind. Interesting buckle throw. Never punished though. ASAP gets the tag on Trandle here. And it looks like he's gonna finish the job and walk down Trandle. Unless Trandle misses. Trandle completely... I don't know if that was intentional or a misplay from Trandle's end. But he's just been injected. I know that's not good. And Trandle completely misses that pallet there, which he could have made, I think. Unless it was intentional not to go there, try and waste his time even more. But yeah, that is a hook on Trandle. Ooh, we did just kind of see Cat completely parry that. Parries ASAP. Chicago is healing in a corner. ASAP not taking chase on Cat here. ASAP instead... Where's ASAP going? ASAP had just got done taking a gen. Now he sees Zerk coming in for the save on Trandle. They are both injured. He actually just goes straight for Trandle. He's not giving Trandle any chances. Looks like a Trandall's POV. What's Trandall thinking right now? Oh my god, he's tunneling me! It's okay. It's okay, Trandall. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Trandall right now getting completely walked down by ASAP. ASAP! Ooh! Oh, that did not work. Just hold ASAP there. And that is a protection hit right there. Getting another free hit because he just got unhooked. And now going down. And I'm pretty sure... I'm trying to remember. I think Trandall was his first hook, if I'm not mistaken. So I think ASAP right now is at 1 hook and 1 fresh. And that was a stun from Cat. I'm glad I got that. These zombies proving to be quite a nuisance for Cat. Drops chase on Cat, and I think he's going to finish the job on Trandall. I think that's his plan here. That is indeed his plan here. ASAP does not give 2 fucks, and he is going to not get stunned. But Trandall is kind of a sitting duck against ASAP. ASAP constantly just wanting him out of the game. He holy waters because, you know, Trandall has a bottle of his own. Bottle on bottle action. It's turning into a bit of a gang war. Cure bottles versus holy water bottles. And Trandall pre-dropping this at house. ASAP just eating that pallet. Doesn't contain that window. I think either containment just isn't good to run on Cure or it's banned. Either way, doesn't matter. Trandall is down. And then I'm pretty sure 3 hook states for ASAP here. 3 hook states for ASAP. All 3 of them being for Trandall here. Trandall is completely out of the game. Do I stand corrected? Maybe counting isn't my forte, but it appears that Trandall is not dead. I thought Trandall has been hooked 2 times, but I must be wrong. So that is... I stand corrected. 2 hooks for ASAP here. All of them being Trandall. And it looks like he's actually going to get the chase on Chicago. He gets Chicago with an M1, but it just leaves him. It's hard to spectate whatsoever he's chasing, considering he drops chase so much, but... we catch a little Cat killing a zombie action there. Cat and Zerk completely doubling that back gen. It looks like Chicago is actually getting another chase from ASAP. Proc's perfect landing runs right back to the barn, and ASAP will not follow him back here. He absolutely refuses. He is allergic to good chases, and here we are. All gens done. Trandall still on hook. Looks like Chicago's coming over for the save, but we cannot focus on them right now. We gotta see Cat with a missed parry. I did catch that. You're not safe. You're not safe from humiliation, Cat. I did see that that parry fail. Looks like Cat is gonna get walked down here. Ooh, very, very good bottle from ASAP because Cat is dead. Cat is down. That is Trandall. Trandall is healed. I think we just saw the ending of a protection hit. He must have gotten hit by a zombie. ASAP hooking Cat for yet another fresh hook, and then I believe would be 3 hooks. That right there is 3 hooks. He's waking up a zombie right now. Wake up, little friend. It's time to play. He tells the zombie, because it's ASAP, he would say that to his zombie friend. Here we are. We have Cat on hook. Him guarding Cat with his life because he needs this kill. He needs these hook states. We have Chicago coming to help Zerk heal Trandall by Tractor. What can they make happen here? Can they make something happen? Anytime ASAP is killer, I think it's very smart to just take the 3 out. However, can they... Do they want to take the 3 out, or do they want a chance to make it easier for Zerk's killer match next game to try and tie it up? So will they play it safe and risk having to outperform ASAP next match, or will they take a risk? And it looks like Zerk is wanting to take that risk. They are down to under halfway on their timer here, so if they're going to make something happen, they need to do it quick. Looks like Chicago's coming in from the other side trying to save. It looks like they're going to go for the 4 out. But they need to hurry because their time is ticking down quite fast. And ASAP is not just going to let them walk up for free. He bottles Cat, the disrespect. Gets an M1 on Zerk. I think they are all taking They are indeed, I think, taking the 3 out. They realize they don't have enough time to try anything too safe. And, they're gonna... Interesting. They're gonna heal Zerk when they have that much time left. I would get the fuck out of here. He Holy Waters just out of disrespect. They bottle trade just to further extend the gang war. But yes, that is ASAP right there. I think that is... It's 3 hook states. So ASAP. I think Zerk does have 2 zombies on him, in fact.
Okay.
Hopping straight into the match. We're gonna turn on our low graphics. So Zerk now given the 2 zombie match advantage here. We have, just refreshing the names, Solo, Danny, ASAP, and Mystic here. Looks like off the bat, Solo is taking chase again. Solo cannot escape the clutches of Zerk. It looked like Zerk whipped his M1 there, not getting it. Zerk is actually sticking Solo. He's not trying to find anybody else. He wants Solo dead. I believe Solo was his first hook last time. Oh, and it looks like his zombie is actually proving to be a little bit of a nuisance. And we actually see containment on Zerk's cure this time. I think that was perfect landing from Soul there. And that slowdown gives him the M1. Soul coming back to this loop. We know this loop very well. This is the exact loop that every single one of ASAP's team members would always try to leave Zerk to on his Abyss Walker match. Because he contained that window. Ooh. A little bit of a pallet fake out there. It looks like, oh, he has to make a choice. Is he gonna get down by the zombie? The zombie just doesn't swing. But it doesn't matter, because Zerk is a beast. Zerk ends up downing him. It looks like Soul is going to be his first hook of the game. Let me write this down. 1-1. That's a fresh hook and a first hook off the bat. We take a peek at what everyone else has been doing. Danny is working house gen. ASAP and Mystic are working this tile gen. That is Soul on a hook. I thought he hooked Soul way sooner. Looks like he's actually waking up a zombie. He's saying, "Wake up, we gotta be calm today." That's what Zerk says to his zombies. See what Zerk does here. We see this gen highlighted. That gen does not look done quite yet. We see Mystic here, just completely wasting Zerk's time, and Zerk just gives up. He's not trying to have that smoke, so he instead, I think he's following Soul's blood trail here. Yes, he is. He's trying to get Soul on that death hook special. Moving a spectate. Ooh, and it looks like ASAP is actually coming in through the body block once again for Soul. Zerk just completely sidestepping ASAP like a beast. Down Soul there. And now he chases ASAP here. Getting the M1 on ASAP. He's telling him, yeah, I did that, so what? It's exactly what Zerk said, word for word. I'm not lying. That's going to be Soul on Death Hook off the bat. So that is Zerk on 2 hooks, 1 fresh. We see ASAP and Danny resetting main here. So we know Zerk sees them up there. Zerk was looking at them very clearly. I think he realizes there's nobody back here checking that first. They know he's coming up here. Danny and ASAP both skedaddle off of that main gen. Zerk takes his chance to kick it. And he is also guarding that hook that Soul is at. And normally I would advise Zerk to be cautious of anti-camp here, but Soul cannot jump off the hook. So he can stay here as long as he wants. He's making sure Soul dies. If he can get Soul to die early, well, without having to hook him a third time, that saves him a ton of time. And it looks like ASAP is actually coming back up here from Soul's POV. Looking at Zerk, Zerk is not he's not doing anything right now. He is solely focused on having Soul die. He is taking no chances. He wants Soul to die off the bat. And nobody is brave enough to come in and get the save on Soul yet. Danny's on that church gen. ASAP is slowly sneaking up, maybe trying to make something happen, and Mystic is the closest one, but will not go for the save. They might have to let him go or trade here, but if they trade, they run the cost of the same thing happening to them. So it's more of a double-edged sword. Do they want to give him another hook state just to save Soul from dying, or do they want just Soul to die? Soul's been sitting here for quite a while. He has to be kind of close to dying here. I would not be surprised. If you told me that he had maybe 20 or 10 seconds left, I would not call you a liar. I would believe you. Looks like ASAP and Mystic are cranking that back gen. Honestly, I think they're leaving Soul to die here. I think Soul is just trying to waste as much of Zerk's time as possible, because Zerk is not leaving this area. Zerk has this gen and the barn gen completely regressing. It's like he actually finds the gen that ASAP and Danny were at, ASAP and Mystic. Mystic is still lurking back there. And ASAP, oh, that's another gen completed. I did hear that sound. That is another gen completed. Pretty sure that was, yep, Danny's back church gen, I believe, was just completed. So not only do they have that gen, they have the barn gen, main gen, and that back gen over there, and I feel like there's one more, unless they are down to the final gen. Soul is still just here. I think they are prioritizing gens rather than coming to get him, because they need to secure, they need to secure their gens right now. But I stand completely corrected, because Soul is just saved right before the final gen pops. Looking at Mystic's POV, looks like Zerk is trying to walk him down. Mystic giving him a little bit of a wiggle there. I think Zerk has accepted that this is indeed a match that he has lost. Which would mean, with, yeah. Soul's on the other gate. Unless he can somehow get Soul in time. It's looking like a 4 out.
I'm not trying to.
Now, here's the fun thing. Soul is at 2 lights right now. Unless Zerk is... He is not. Unless Zerk was dicking his way over there, I highly doubt he gets Soul in time, which he does not. That is a 4 out for the final set today.